3-3. WYND and Djakovic go for it. Waters, Langdon off to Laidley. A wave of Eagles running down the ground. Ugle, right half forward Troy Ugle, who's been lively on the forward line. The centering kick, not a particularly good one, intended for McIntosh, fell short. McPherson away to Campbell, who sends play towards the outer side wing. Grant did well, got rid of McKenna. Back to Atkins, forward of the centre circle, just pokes it in the air though. No real purpose in that kick. Kemp gets it on the ground. White and Collinook battle after it. There's a whistle, and there'll be a ball up about 40 metres from Footscray's attacking goal. Last season, Footscray trailed at half-time in 12 games. They came back to win 3. This season, they're 1 from 2. They trailed and beat St Kilda in round 2. Hepburn. Smith missed it. Off the ground, Lamb. Matera held without it. He'll take the free kick.
Clever at doing that, isn't he?
Yes, he's a good player, Matera, playing on Leo and Cameron now, and they've really cut Footscray to pieces across that centre line.
Towards the wing goes the kick. Well judged by Baxter. He'll take it on the wing.
Good talking there too between the Footscray players, so that perhaps is a good sign. WYND kicks to half forward. Hawkins was the flyer. And it comes to Mansfield in turn over to Hawkins. Long shot at goal, and Hawkins has put it through for full points.
What would you do if your child came home from school with head lice?
Freak. You go straight to the chemist?
Take the precautionary action straight away.
Panic. What did you use?
KP24.
KP24.
KP24?
A KP24.
It's simple.
Yes, it actually worked.
Head lice is not good news, but KP24 kills lice and eggs on contact. It's fast, easy, and you only need to use it once. Remember KP24 from your chemist, another Nelson Laboratories product.
Play after Hawkins' first goal of the afternoon. Maybe some hope for the Bulldogs. WYND taps it down. Matera again looking for the free kick. But a hand pass from the Eagles comes down to Turley. Lamb up the full forward. McIntosh ducks back quickly, keeps the ball in play cleverly. Wallace dives on it to tie it up in front of HEADY, who really has been a match winner so far with 6 goals too. He got 4 of those in the first quarter in what was really a top start for him. 12 kicks and 1 handball.
Great desperation from both players there, wasn't it?
Game played in pretty good spirit so far. Wallace's short kick marked by Lamb in front of Liberatore. Lamb on the boundary line. Tui, strong mark. He was one of the opponents for Brett HEADY. From memory, he was his first opponent today. Brett HEADY has had 3 opponents to date in this match. Djakovic, Lewis. Good game from him so far today. Steady as she goes. The shot at goal slightly off target. A mark, is it? Yes. Ooh, I thought it was through for a point. Campbell. Long kick by the gloved fullback. McKenna, one-handed. Grant looks for a free kick. There was none there. Mainwaring centering hand pass to the skipper. Wasn't a particularly good one. And Mainwaring he'll do the job himself. Well shepherded. From outside 50, the hand pass. Langdon kicks quickly from a standing start and puts it through for only 1 behind. So KARL Langdon's tally for the afternoon stands at 3 behind so far out of the Eagles 13-9.
Campbell short to Foster. In the back pocket, Peter Foster. Members side with the kick. Smith up in front. Laidley fisting away, and it's out of bounds and will be thrown in. Rowan Smith. He struggled to get to the game today so far. No orphan. Laidley left it behind. Atkins, little toe poke. McPherson ran into Laidley. Now Cameron. High kick through centre towards half forward. Hepburn goes back and takes a good mark. Waterman to get the free though. He was pushed in the back.
Yes, Dougie Hawkins saying he was shepherded out of the contest there.
Djakovic is the target. Fisted away well. Atkins again the quick hands. Mainwaring did well to get a hand in there. Liberatore chips it out wide. Grant's the target. McKenna got a fist on it close to the boundary line. 2 very promising players. Better than promising. Grant still going. Grant to Hawkins. Going to get his 2nd goal of the term. He should. He has.
history, Australians have realised the secret to survival is in looking after our own. And for 175 years, we have too.
So 2 goals kicked by Doug Hawkins, and both of them in this quarter have given Footscray some heart, but they're a long way behind. Back into the centre, Djakovic and WYND. WYND wins out, tackled by Waters. Ball down towards Turley, or Laidley. Mainwaring kicks from a standing start to half forward. Safe hands behind. Belong to Steve Wallace. Looks for Tui. Tui on the burst, runs into Lewis as he is, says the umpire. On the shoulder.
The umpire did call play on, Pete, too.
Yes,
so Tui a bit fortunate there because the free kick has been awarded over the shoulder to Tui, but he was well and truly caught by Lewis.
Mainwaring, so a badly directed kick, intended, I think, for Coleman. Might have been for Mansfield, doesn't matter now. Mainwaring has it. And having a few words to Glenn Coleman as well. Tui underneath it. Oh, gets taken down high. From Turley, Markle, free kick.
What's that?
It's going the other way.
What's that for, Pete? Was that a shepherding free kick paid, Dennis?
I thought it was too high.
Well, I'm not too sure. Maybe...
Campbell in front. WYND chips in, takes the safe mark. And Footscray starting a little bit steadier in this term than they started the match. That's good news for the abundance of Bulldog supporters over here. Haven't had much to cheer about so far. Mansfield.
That's about the easiest position they've had all day, Footscray.
Haven't had many, have they? Mansfield's pass up towards Hawkins, who's done some damage in this quarter by kicking 2 goals. Hawkins certainly trying to lift his game, lift his side, I should say. Smith, as we said earlier in this quarter, has found it difficult to get into the match. He's had a stint on the bench.
He can kick the ball very well, Pete.
Delivers it, not according to plan. Laidley to Waterman. To Djakovic, who's been one of the Eagles' many stars this afternoon. He's on left centre wing. Langdon the target. Foster wearing him pretty closely. Foster's had a good game today. He's tried hard. Langdon has tested him, and the ball out of bounds between half forward and centre wing on the outer side. 13-9 to 5-3 is the score, as Footscray tried desperately to get back into this match here at Subiaco.
WYND. Foster. This is Lewis. A fumble. Tui was pushed in the back, no free kick. Lewis did well. HEADY couldn't control it. Now Wallace comes away with it. McPherson certainly been busy. Puts it out wide. Collinhook and Kemp. Pushing the back, says the umpire. Collinhook to take the free on the other side, down towards right half forward. 13-9 to 5-3. The flags now at the ground, very still. This is Collinhook. Well, that is a short pass. Cameron will kick from outside the 50. Footscray looking better in this third term so far. There goes his kick. It's a pretty good one. They'll contest a couple of metres out. Big fly from behind. Ballantyne. Top mark.
Great mark, Johnny Ballantyne. As the Eagles make a change, Hines on and Langdon off. So Hines to play at centre half forward. A certain goal coming up here. There's the mark again. Ballantyne over the top, right on the goal line. An excellent grab.
Put on the angle, but should get this. It's home.
When you've got really serious work to do, it might not be enough to just have a big V6 under the bonnet. That's why Mitsubishi proudly bring you the new Triton 3-litre V6 cab chassis with four-wheel drive. The new Triton V6. Have a think about it. Or as the boys at Mitsubishi might say, please consider.
So Footscray's added 3 straight goals in the third quarter. John Ballantyne's personal tally for the match is now 2 goals too, and so he's their top scorer. WYND will do the ruck work against Djakovic and wins it. Baxter with a knock-on. Doesn't go to a teammate because it's intercepted by Scott Waters, who transfers play to the members' stand, side of the ground. Worsfold looking for assistance. Ball off the side of the boot. Didn't matter in the end. The Eagles go forward through Turley. Mainwaring. Could be a chance for a goal. Hines first touch. Centering kick. Looking for McIntosh, who ducks back quickly. Free kick has been paid. The advantage, will it be to McPherson? Yes, it is. McPherson, not too many options for him. The boundary line looked the best, but Lewis is closer. McIntosh still moving well despite that bandage. Maloney in front. Ugle paddles it over the line. The throw-in will take place next to the behind post as KARL Langdon sits the boundary line for perhaps a rest for the first time in the day. Hines coming on to replace him, doing the ruck work now with Foster. Centre half back and centre half forward respectively for their sides. McIntosh trying to crash his way through. Still on the bottom of the pack. Maloney now takes that position. And the umpire, Peter Carey, will ball it up. Only 15 metres out from goal. The Eagles desperate to get there first for the third quarter. 13-9. They haven't scored a goal so far in this term yet. Only added the 1 point. Hines taps down. Maloney kicks from a standing start up towards half-back. Jakovic knocks it down to Lamb. He gets the hand pass back. Tunnel ball. Jakovic is good enough to recover. Atkins on his hammer. Over to Scott Waters, who kicks long into the goal square. Marking contest. The ball hits the deck. McIntosh is snapped. Goal umpire moves right across to the behind post. One behind only. So Ashley McIntosh brings up his first behind for the day. He has 3 goals, 1 out of the Eagles' tally of 13 goals, 10.
Tony Campbell in the bright sunshine. Straight down the middle. Big pack at the fall of the ball. Foster should have got a free kick. Nothing doing. Whistle. And the ball up. Well, I thought that eagle came directly at Foster.
Yes, I'm with you, Dennis. Surprising the umpire didn't blow the whistle there.
There's the bounce. Atkins got it from WYND. Now will it sit for McKenna awkwardly. He leads back in the race. Turns 23 tomorrow, Guy McKenna. Waters sold into trouble. Advantage is paid. Footscray were going to get the free. This is Grant storming down the ground. He can kick a goal here. He goes to Hawkins instead. Hawkins, his third of the term.
At BP, we like to think our new service stations are the best in the world, which is why our special fact-finding team is constantly checking, as unobtrusively as possible, how well our stations are maintaining the standard. Thank you. We're pleased to say the results have been very encouraging. But why not come and check us out for yourselves? BP, on the move.
In the goal square as we come back, Ugle and Maloney. Couple throwing down there. We'll finish now. Rucks go at it. WYND, who's doing well. Atkins likewise. Coleman's in front. Lamb got it across to McKenna. He does well in a tight situation. Well-weighted kick too, intended for Lewis. It was knocked away by Foster. McPherson to Maloney, who swings it out wide. Coleman has taken the mark on his chest. Glenn Coleman on the wing. Hepburn playing on him. Not a good kick from Coleman. Waterman kept his eye on the ball and took a clever mark. These problems with Hawkins so far in this term. Squares the ball. Here's Hepburn. Truce in a half-back position. Probing kick towards centre-half forward. 2 Eagles fly. Hines told to play on by the umpire, Mainwaring. He needs to kick it. He does a lot of this and upsets the forward line. And again, in favour of the Footscray man, Wallace.
Steve Wallace, quick to get boot the ball. Tried to find Bernard too. He may still do that. The boundary line is too close. As Footscray try to lift their work rate and get back into this match. And if they get the next goal, or the next 2 of them, they'll certainly be in with some sort of a chance if they can just retain and retard the Eagles. They've done that well so far in this quarter. Need to keep doing it though. McPherson runs into a brick wall. Atkins. Underneath it is McKenna. Smith. Been fairly quiet today. With the young guns out at the Western Oval. Pass up towards full forward. Didn't really favour his man. White does the tidying up work necessary for the Eagles to get it to Mainwaring on left centre wing. Gets it well clear of Mansfield. And Heady.
That's 50 metres.
You'd think so.
Oh, very lucky to get away with that, Peter Foster. I cannot believe that's not been paid. Dennis?
Well, I would have thought so, yes.
Well, we've seen worse than that today, haven't we?
Look, I don't know. I can't work it out.
I don't think the umpires have had a very good day today.
No, I don't think they have either.
The first two 50-metre penalties went against Footscray for, shall we say, indiscretions that certainly appeared a lot less than that.
Well, Hines showing his feelings about that one.
Anyway, Heady kicks at goal. That won't be a goal. Hit on McIntosh. No play on. Nearly brought it down. In fact, the crowd thought he had grabbed it.
It was pretty late, that one, Peter Foster. I think he certainly could have avoided contact.
I think he almost believed he had conceded 50. Umpires gave him the benefit of the doubt. We've got a ball up in the goal square. McPherson hacks it out of the pack towards the boundary line and succeeds in getting it over. And so the Bulldogs gain about 15 to 20 metres with a boundary throw to the West Coast Eagles' left forward pocket. The game livening up in the third quarter with a revitalised Footscray. They needed to produce something, and so far they've done it. Foster tries to take it from the pack. Wallace, a clean possession. Wallace kicks up to centre wing. Smith, the target, gets taken high. Nothing for it. McKenna with class. Hepburn, Laidley. They're going backwards, but Jakovic with a high kick only travels about 30 metres. And the mark is taken by Mansfield just short of the right centre wing.
Mansfield plays on. Kicks towards midfield. Coleman. Over the top, Jakovic gets it on the ground. Hawkins had it, then lost it. Waterman. The Eagles would like the next goal. Foster has other ideas. Ugle, but Foster's going to get the free, and it was there. Crowd don't like it. It was taken over the shoulder.
I think they don't like him.
They don't like him after that last incident, do they?
McPherson adroit at running it out of defence. Boots it towards midfield. McKenna, very clever mark. Particularly when you consider the quality of the opposition. It was Chris Grant. Lewis gets it across to Laidley, and Laidley proceeds to put it out of bounds on the full on the outer side. So the Eagles becoming a little bit sloppy now. The pressure of Footscray is taking its toll. And the Bulldogs would like the next goal, obviously. But a couple would put them within touch. Here's Smith alongside the centre circle. Good work by McKenna. Altered the kick down towards half forward. Loose ball. Ballantyne tries to go over the top. Hawkins the fumble. Well played by Laidley. It was a half chance for the Bulldogs. White, Matera, brilliantly done Matera. Look at the speed of the man. Matera running towards half forward. Spiral punt. Will it bounce through? Just the wrong side of the major opening. That was inspirational stuff.
Would have been goal of the day by the length of the Flemington Straight, wouldn't it?
It was a 65-metre kick, that one from Matera on the run. A spiral punt.
Tony Campbell kicks in. So the game moving up a gear or two here as Mansfield marks at the right half-back flank for Footscray. His kick to centre wing. Hepburn got a hand on it, and that made it easier for Guy McKenna to pick up. Mainbury drops what he should have taken, but Footscray applying a lot more pressure than they did in the first half, and that's good to see. Chris Lewis. Lamb could have run on. Got one high from Atkins. I think it was an accident.
I think Lewis said thank you very much there. Tony Liberatore was pointing out Dwayne Lamb, because that's Libber's man. And he was loose there across half forward.
Now Dwayne Lamb would be within kicking distance, just right on 50. Oh, he's got it high. 9-iron job. That one, McIntosh this time.
Well, he's been fantastic today, McIntosh.
He marks like his dad, doesn't he?
Yes.
3 goals, 1. He's kicked.
Still only 19 years of age. He's a big boy, 194 centimetres. There's some height on his side, but the way he's attacked the ball today, he's gone for every mark with confidence. And has kicked 3 goals for the afternoon.
A very important kick, this one, isn't it?
Doesn't need gloves to bring him down. Runs around slightly. I think he's missed. He has 3 goals, 2. He has to his name. And the Eagles have 13-12.
Sorry, Pete, the Eagles still yet to kick a goal in this third quarter.
And the man with the gloves, Tony Campbell, to kick in. Been solid in defence this year for Footscray. Got a job on his hands today, though, with McIntosh in full flight. Worsfold to Waters. Waters out towards the centre wing position. Laidley lays it off. Back to that player. Smith nearly got him. Waters did well. Turns it a thrippity bit. Kicks to half forward. Foster missed it too high. He'll get another free kick. The advantage rule is paid to Footscray. Campbell comes away with the footy. Kicks it up to midfield. And Hepburn, having eyes only for the ball, courageous mark in front of Glenn Coleman. Good effort. Gives it to Djakovic, who's been one of their stars today. Very solid. In fact, he's had a good year. No one can take that grab. That was Hines, the high flyer. Footscray going to run the ball away again. Cameron, starting on the bench today, kicks to centre wing. As I said, the game moving up a tempo. Footscray playing with a lot more confidence. Coleman cannons into the back of his opponent. No free kick. Laidley again to Mainwaring. The hand pass just a little bit fierce. Mansfield spins out beautifully and puts Footscray into attack.
Wynd favoured by the kick, left it behind. Great shepherding by Hepburn. Djakovic pops it across to Waters. Waters towards half forward. Hines on the lead. Hangs on to this one. The leading goal scorer, 1 of 2 for the West Coast Eagles. David Hines as he finds Langdon. Hines has kicked 10. Paul Pios not playing today, has got 10 for the season. Now Langdon a chance to go.
Also now Heady with 10, Dennis, after today's 6.
He's come with a surge. Langdon pulls it badly. Out of bounds on the full. In the right full forward pocket. You get the feeling if the Eagles can kick a goal here, it could take the steam out of Footscray as the boundary umpire falls over. Footscray, to their credit, are a new team since half-time. Wynd, Cameron. High kick towards midfield. Coleman. Laidley has been busy in this term to Djakovic. Djakovic towards half forward. The Eagles getting a lot of the ball. They're breaking down at the present time here. And again they do. Baxter breaking away. Towards half forward with a kick. Waterman and Hawkins. Well played, Hawkins. He leads him back in the race. Needs support. Gets it. Atkins pops it into open space. One-out contest. Valentine. Too nimble. Valentine shoots and misses.
And player on his own in the goal score.
Play was on. Collinuk would have ran in and kicked that goal without a problem, wouldn't he, Peter?
Yeah.
That was bad play by Johnny Valentine.
I don't think he saw him.
Well, you know, the team thing, you have to be aware what's going on around you. There wasn't that much pressure there on him. He had time to steady and have a look.
Coleman steadies with the punch, followed up by one from Atkins. Lewis overruns it. McPherson and Lamb. And the whistle has gone as Atkins sockers it out of the pack. Free kick to the Eagles. And it will be taken by Laidley, will it?
Having a good quarter, Dean Laidley.
Yes, it is. Kemp. Kicks to left half forward. Worsfold and Maloney. Wynd, who's really done well in the ruck today, gets slung as he kicked. That could be downfield. And Grant will take the free kick downfield. Still inside the centre square for Footscray. They've had a lot of the football in the third quarter. White gets cannoned into by Hawkins. The Eagles will get out of danger. Mainwaring, always a good player, no exception today. Worsfold in front and will mark in front of Maloney. The skipper seeking to decide into attack quickly, not wasting any time. 4.5 minutes left before the siren. They'd like a goal. They haven't got one this quarter. Campbell, from a standing start, didn't really look where he kicked it. Lamb, strong grab in front of Liberatore, who doesn't let him go. Is that 50?
Well, surely the 50-metre penalty's been designed to stop that sort of thing.
Big pack of players knocked away by Baxter. This could be a goal to Hines. It is their first for the quarter.
It's Mac time now for a big night out at McDonald's for just $2.
Must be the $2 dinner deal.
Be the start of Maccas, please.
Every night after 5 p.m, the $2 dinner deal comes out. That's a cheeseburger, regular size serve of world-famous French fries and a small size Coke. That's McDonald's $2 dinner deal. Super value.
I love Maccas every night.
And we all love the nighttime value.
McDonald's $2 dinner deal.
That's value. It's Mac time now at McDonald's. Yeah.
The margin is 50 points. Wynd gets it down. Waters, who's done very well in the centre square, gets another first kick. They gained about 10 metres though that time. Grant towards half forward. Coleman always presenting a target. Djakovic goes off the ground, gets the ball towards the boundary. It runs across and it will be thrown in.
Coleman not happy with himself, Dennis, though. He was in front position, hands to the ball, and really probably should have held that mark.
Hepburn will ruck for the Eagles against Wynd. Hepburn has been terrific this afternoon. There he is again. Not a good kick, though. It slides across the ground. Mansfield almost dropped it. Goes short to Atkins. Coming up to meet him, McKenna. And he holds him. Buys a little time. Atkins forward of the centre circle. Just over 3 minutes remaining till three-quarter time. Not a good kick, but it favours a Bulldog. And the mark is spilt down there by the big man, Valentine. And as a result, Worsfold runs away. Well, Valentine needed to hold that one. Here's Mainwaring. Shocking kick. Some of his kicking into the forward line lets him down, Chris Mainwaring. This is Liberatore. Wobbles one back towards half forward. Laidley's in the row. This half back line for the Eagles has done very well in this term under considerable pressure, although Hawkins has hurt them. This is Lamb to Turley. Still battling to find some form, Craig Turley. Kicks inside the 50. Big pack at the fall of the ball. Lewis is favoured by it. Lewis, the hurried kick. Vacant goal square. It's running on. Wide of the mark, though. And through it goes for a minor score.
Chris Lewis's first score of the day. One behind. 14-13 to 7-4. Better effort by Footscray in this term, but it's pretty difficult to start. And that's a shocking kick. Guess who's marked? Brett Heady, the man who has 6 goals, 2 against his name today.
But there was always going to be danger there, Peter, because there were 2 West Coast Eagle players there. One was Matura, and the other one, Heady, the player who took the mark, and only one Footscray player. He was really surrounded, Daryn Baxter, and it wasn't a good option from Tony Campbell.
Short passing on the back line, I think, was a no-no in the 1950s and 60s, etc., but it's become the norm today.
Well, it's okay.
Fight on the 50-metre line, too, just as we speak.
It's okay if the player's out by himself, but when a player's covered by 2 of the opposition, it's just not on.
The fight getting a little bigger. Heady kicks, and Heady misses. He might have just snuck that in for a behind. What in the goal umpire he had. So 6 goals, 3, Brett Heady. 4 of those goals coming in the first quarter, and the fight, or jostle, call it what you will, is still continuing.
Now, it's McPherson and Lewis, the main ones, Pete.
Londondale Bricky goes low.
Oh, and it's on, it's right on. We're really letting them go now, both of them.
Whoa! Well, I think we predicted that between that pair before the match got underway. Anyway, the footy continues down at the other end of the ground.
Right in front of the emergency umpire too, Chris Lewis and Steve McPherson.
McPherson's hurt.
Misses. There's one behind.
Bit to watch at the moment. McPherson got a finger in the eye, I'm sure.
So one behind, kicked by Chris Grant, his first score of the afternoon. With 1 minute left before three-quarter time. As the kick in, comes up to the 50-metre line through the legs of Hepburn. Waters, as Dennis mentioned, has had a good third quarter. Looks for options, got plenty of time to consider them. Kicks it around Glenn Coleman up towards centre wing.
It's still going on behind play too, Lewis and McPherson.
Knocked away from Langdon, it is. The ball will come down to them, but they've ignored it. It's at centre half forward. Turley slaps the ball forward. Tui takes it. Back to Liberatore.
Lewis against Lewis.
It's becoming a little bit brilliant.
Well, it's all very well for the emergency umpire not to intervene, but what if one guy doesn't want to fight and one guy does? I mean, the emergency umpire is just standing there and doing very little to break all of that up.
Well, Lewis covered with blood too. There's some blood streaming down the cut from his above his eye, I think it is, Dennis.
Yeah, McPherson's with the trainer, and the doctors come out to see him now because he definitely copped a finger in the eye, and he's coming off.
And that was right in front of the emergency umpire when that happened.
Heady missed it, will recover and could goal from here. Pulls it back across his body. The ball was in flight. I think it'll be all clear. It is.
7 goals he's got.
He's done it twice today. Goals after the siren. Brett Heady gets his 7th, and that's a big one for the Eagles. 15-14 to 7-5. It's been a brawling affair at Subiaco Oval, and there's some more evidence of it. That man has been a star. We'll take a break and be back at Subi in just a moment.